Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards. Frank Gore, the 40, 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 67 yards on the ground.
Hey, Foxtrot.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Try to power it in with Arma. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Foles and the Jags come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Foles. The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
54's Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 9 now. I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete. It's Gore. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense. 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Foles. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
X3, 218, chopper. We want it. Come to my world. Check 43. Switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got Gore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. To throw on 2nd and 6, Foles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Foles. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more scars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
30 base.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, 1,000-yard.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. I got one. Let's go. 2.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And caught left side, Olsen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, stand off on the ball. Snap.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A first half update now from Philadelphia. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's an elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Gore. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Right. He's down right here. He's down on the right. Everyone, you got 4 down. Check. Topper. Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Army. Hey, 71. Hey. Nice 7. What we got? 54. Let's go.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30. Yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, here's Fournette. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Rock it. Alert three. Check. Kill.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. Fights loose. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On 4th down, Minshew into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
61, smash box, snap.
Gore again here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You don't want it. Any weapon.
They run. It's Gore. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Hogan, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the pistol, it's Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, set. Score.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Panthers 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and the return will stop right around the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check safety.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lambeau is good. and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though? Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Gore. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
61, match box, lights.
First and 10 at the 42.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. It's Gore. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Come on, set. Thank you, David.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go out.
Again, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force